Alright, so we're still doing the Khvarena world quest. These quests are very long, like I said. Where we left off, we finally got to the oasis, and I was saying I had to probably go back and cut the video off, because sometimes I ramble for a while and I didn't realize I was out of time. But what I was saying is I think it's neat that you have her as a follower companion. Because, like, not only is she a companion or, like, a gadget follower, but she actually, you get to play as her. Like, she actually helps you do things. And as far as I know, she is the only follower in the game that actually does things. The other gadgets, like the octopus and the little dragon you got to Natlan, and then there was the bird that was given to you by Shenyan, or Cloud Retainer. Those don't do nothing except for just fly around. I have names for them because I own them in my main account. So like the bird you get from Cloud Retainer, I call it Azois. It's a cross between azure and turquoise. I fused both words together because the bird is blue and kind of like a green blue. So I called it Azois. And then the dragon that was given for free in Natlan, I decided to call it Phalanx. Where did I break that stone at just now? Well, she's right above me. It had to have been that. So I did a lot of the puzzles here, like I was saying in my last video. There was one way over here that I couldn't do because I didn't have Sarush yet. Shroomboard! I'm not making that up, that's literally what they're called. The one that got away. The one that got away! Yep. So let's see, where was that challenge? Because I know it's fucking gonna drive me insane. And there's like a Dendroculus way the hell up there. There was one I couldn't do because I needed to form a blossom in midair. I'm trying to remember where it was now. Because the main ones you need to talk to, you can see the Pari there, there's like 3 of them. So, he also hasn't gotten this area unlocked technically. You can see it now, but over here, there's supposed to be the little pool, and you can go turn those things that I'm collecting. You have to turn them in, and you get Primo gems and stuff for doing it. So that's kind of another reason why I've been going out of my way to get them. These things. Feels like I'm collecting bananas and like Donkey Kong or some shit. Man, I need to find where that challenge was at. Steal your damn fish. So like Ether's an asshole. He goes around and steals fish from fucking spirit people. Yeah, I remember. Touch the Senyata flowers to purify the corroded flowers to allow them to bloom again. Yeah. They have to be done within a specific order. I feel like I'm too high. Not bad. You really made the area regain its vitality really quick, huh? Party powers are quite fascinating, yes? You startle pointlessly. My powers are more than enough to easily rescue the Zenyatta flowers. The dark corrosion expands yet, and the Zenyatta flowers are but one amongst its many victims. The other flower ponds have been spared. Safana must be in quite the fluster at this moment. This Safana you mentioned seems like a nice party who works hard to take care of the flowers. Let's go help her, shall we? Well, now I suppose it may serve as a suitable diversion upon my great work. In that case, my witnesser, I bid you have a care for Zenyatta flowers of this kind. I'll tell you when I see them. Let's save these pretty flowers together.
Is this an answer from this world?
What were these again? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I thought so. Just follow him around. Okay. Getting distracted. I was trying to look for that damn puzzle that I couldn't do. Funnily enough, I think that's it over there. So say funny enough is like now I'm here and I can't find it. Get back here. Get back here. That bird's hitbox fucking stopped me. Why would he do that? That water's too shallow for that.
Is it too...
Oh dear. Commanding! Oh, it's a sigil. Why, though? Turning into a fairy from fucking Legend of Zelda, bro. 2 a.m. Trying to think, where was that other flower garden at?
I'll keep this close.
Are you sure about that? Oh, Jesus Christ. I've seen those flowers, but I couldn't stop to do it, so. Oh shit.
I'll keep this close.
That sword just went bouncing. That was fun. Where was it just now? Damn it, I was looking for those flowers and now I got distracted. I can't remember where it was. Was it right here?
keep this close.
Are you sure about that? Can't remember how many gardens I needed to do that to. Oh no.
I'll keep this close.
Are you sure about that? Alright, let's go to the middle. You aren't getting nervous, are you? Impossible to not second guess me, frivolous pale flirt. She's like, we'll be able to see the elder once we get out of here. I have these plants in my serenity pot. These flowers and these like leaf looking things. Like I said, this quest is really long, but this whole area transforms. Basically, above is below, and below is above. You'll see what I mean by that when I get to that point. It'll make more sense. Well, if it isn't so Russ, such a rare guest. It has been a while, Elder Zervan, freaking flashing lights. Elder, well, if you call me that, then you should follow Pari norms and cease consorting with those humans whose hearts are heavy with their ulterior motives. I haven't gone against our norms. I have only made contact with humanity to find a way to extinguish the Skyfire, just as the Divine Bird did. And is that why you have learned all that claptrap about sacrifice from the humans? We Pari care nothing for such foolishness. Isn't it our duty as Pari to sacrifice ourselves in the battle against the defiling impurity? Await the call of destiny, Sarush. Only humans rush in blindly. This destiny you speak of is a nebulous thing. I cannot simply be expected to sit and wait for it. And that is precisely the danger. The chaplet you seek contains the highest authority over Khvarena. In giving it to you, I may as well be handing the power of Khvarena over to those untrustworthy humans. Can't you just have more faith in me, Elder? Ah, you two. Looks like we're being left out here, aren't we? Also, seems like Sarush loses that cocky attitude of hers in front of Servan, huh? She's probably just fond of weird roleplay. Perhaps she has other hidden facets to her person. That's a scary thought. Well then, little ones, you came with Sarush, yes? This is not a place that ordinary humans may visit lightly. Let me see. Well, you certainly aren't from the order of skeptics. You seem to be outlanders, in fact. Well, in matters of courtesy, I suppose you two shall introduce yourselves first. I don't ask humans for their names often, you know. Paimon's Paimon, sovereign, where adventurers who shuttle across Teyvat. I am Sarush's witnesser. Her witnesser? How interesting. She might have a little misunderstanding somewhere, though. This is the forbidden land of the Pari, the paradise nourished by Amrita, the shrine at which we pay reverence to our great god. Only heroes who have forged bonds with Pari and pilgrims who have come to Ginefect before our god may enter. I shall take it that you are Sarish's companions, then. It has been several hundred years since humans last visited our Sea of Flowers. That said, aren't there a ton of skeptics living outside in the desert? Don't they know how to enter this place? I shall not permit such discourteous folk to enter our realm. In the past, we Pari did indeed fight alongside our ancestors. We even lived here together. But many years have passed and folly has grown strong amongst them. Even the traditional rites have become utterly forgotten. None living amongst them now can forge a lupa, or like a connection with a Pari. They should have been the ones to conduct the rite of Abzor for the tree that suppresses the dark hollow, thus cleansing it of the filth that stained it. Yes, the deterioration of the tree cannot be avoided, but if they had not neglected the rite and caused the seal to weaken, this terrifying seal would never have appeared so soon. But human tradition is unreliable in this fashion. Compared to them, you outlanders, Blake slates as you are, certainly seem more dependable ethers like I don't give a shit. Paimon's not sure if you're actually praising us or not, but we're here to... I would guess that you are here about this sign in the sky. I doubt that anyone would notice our little nook if not for this great crisis. Well, we were commissioned to deal with this large hole, yeah. Oh my. So it is as I guessed. It seems that even after so long, this short-lived race is as short-sighted as ever. Still, if it were not that way, would you even need us, Pari, to act on your behalf? Ugh, looks like Pari are just pretty nasty as a whole. Regardless, since human heroes have again graced our secret garden, it seems the gears of destiny have begun to turn once more. And you seem to be an interesting human being, too. And that takes me back. Once upon a time, I too traveled alongside humans as curious as you to quell a calamity. Perhaps you really might equal their great deeds. Well then, it's decided I shall give you a chance. The two of you certainly seem more trustworthy than those blind and foolish skeptics. Now, there shouldn't you put your trust in me instead? Well, as for that, you do know where Rashnu and Mir are, right? Go bring them here. They should still be enjoying their beauty sleep right now. This will serve as proof of your trustworthiness, and I will be able to give the chaplet to you. Well, Paimon knows. So this is the kind of seal that everyone needs to get together to break, and then we can get the chaplet, right? Such improvised imagination, impoverished. The chaplet can be given to you at any time, but to solve this issue of the son of Apelsha, we need their strength. Sarish alone will not be able to open the path through the dark hollow, not even with the chaplet. This, perhaps, is another example of the rule of three. Paimon doesn't really know what you're saying, but as long as we can get the chaplet, it's fine. Indeed. Do help her out, alright? I don't need help. You're not very honest, Sarish, but since your elder said so, guess you've got to listen to us. He has another world quest, doesn't he? Or her. I don't know if I talk to him, it might screw it up. It might open up another world quest. Anytime a character has a blue marker above their head, it's a world quest. I'm gonna work on what I'm working on right now and then talk to her, because chances are I'll lock myself out of something. That's happened before. Where I go to talk to somebody and it just like screws everything up. Go to the hills of Barsam and search for Rashnu. I think they're both girls. They're like, weren't they like in a seal or something and you have to wake them up? That tree, Rashnu is there, but Shrinier, I feel that returning Russia to where it may not be so easy. Yeah, so like I was saying, you need to find the drums because you have to put 4 of them here to play a song in this tree. And it gets really frustrating because you have to play each drum a certain way. Hold on before I go talk to that guy. See, here's one. See, each drum has its own song and it gets hard because I have to take pictures of all of these. There's one there, there's one up there, there's one back the other way, and then over across that way. And yeah, each drum has its own song. And you have to like play them together. It gets ridiculous. I wonder if I should go take pictures of them now. Cause is this one first? I'm trying to remember. Cause if I get the order wrong, it ain't even gonna matter. No, I'm trying to like, oh God. Trying to remember, did I get the one that was up here? Must be a Dendroculus up here. It didn't go bleak, so I'm assuming I did get it.
I'm tired already.
I don't know why that line, she sounds exactly like Kaching to me. It's just that one line. I think there was 5. Wasn't there another one in the back somewhere? I don't think so though. I'm pretty sure there's only 4. I don't think there was any more than that. I could be wrong. There was 5. I was right. Shit. Well, now I'm not certain what order it goes in now. Oh well, we'll figure it out later. Yeah, because each one corresponds. So that one goes to this one. So which one goes to the one in the front? Is it this one back here? Each drum has its own friggin' song. You have to play it in accordance. I'm not sure what the pattern is. It's you. What are you doing here? Honored envoy of Khvarena and you two. Ah, our witnesser and his companion, I suppose. God, just call us Sovereign and Paimon. Since I have been given such permission, then allow me to call you by those names. Do you two remember what I mentioned earlier about how we skeptics have always been searching for the Kory drums? It was about them being important items for some ritual or something, yeah? Well, I can see that the proper terms were not remembered. That is the essence of the matter, yes. The two of you have been acknowledged by Khvarena's envoy, and yet you know little of our glorious history. I fear that you may be led astray by heresies and heterodoxies from the forest. Allow me then to explain the true history of Barsam and the Kory drums. I'll be honest, I'm not so concerned with this. Story time, is it? Joy. I'll be honest, I'm not so concerned with this. Yeah, the stuff he says is even harder to understand than the stuff Sarosh talks about. Paimon didn't catch any of that the first time. In that case, say it more often. Nasajuna, until even one such as Paimon can remember every last word. In that case, let's hear it once, shall we? Sovereign has a good memory. It'll be fine as long as he remembers. I don't know about that fucking crap. Long ago, our predecessors worked to quell the disaster that occurred in this land, and formed a profound friendship with the Pari. Barsam's familiar had a preference for music, so we crafted Kory drums for her. During the ceremony, where our bonds with the Pari were made official, 5 drums had to be gathered and played according to scores, told you. Though the Kory drums are long lost, the drum scores have withstood the corrosion of the sandstorms. As you can see, they have been almost perfectly preserved. Oh, I just realized. I thought I saw a pyro symbol. Each one has a damn symbol in the middle. I only took a picture up close of the symbols, not the actual elemental element. Oh no, I screwed it up again. That one was pyro, the other one was hydro. Oh no. Words shall nary describe the true magnificence of that occasion. When the Kory drums sounded, all things reverberated in unison. It felt as if their sound could freely traverse space and time. Those who witnessed it were all shaken to the core. Even the elements themselves were stirred. Sounds like a very lively time. I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. I'm gonna just make a joke. It's a shame that we skeptics failed to pass on our legacy, resulting in the loss of all the Kory drums, and however loudly we cried out, Barsam's familiar would never again utter a word in response. Barsam's familiar. Is this the Roshni Sarosh mentioned before? Is that who you're talking about? But why wouldn't she respond to the Order of the Skeptics' call? The Pari and the Order of Skeptics both value tradition and ceremony, so there is routine to our actions. They talk about tradition, but then they lost their drums. This is hardly a peaceful land. That such things would happen is little surprise. Okay. Seems like getting Rashnu back to Varukasha Oasis with us won't be easy. That is so. We will need to collect all the Kory drums and play them according to the score. Thankfully, I have never once given up searching for the lost drums. I have been gathering the relevant clues even before your arrival, as one might have expected of you, Lord Nasaraya. There's no need to flatter me. After all, Faryadeva had not. My apologies. I referred to an elder amongst the order of skeptics who left for Sumeru City to work on his light novels, the dreaded things. This heavy responsibility would not have fallen to me otherwise. He became a light novelist? He rambled on and on about how warring against the Eye Publishing House editor and opponents in Genius Invocation TCG should still be considered war. But if you ask me, he's just turning into a ridiculous old geezer. But he's still an elder who knows more about our heritage than I do, so I have to ask him for information regardless of any disagreements we might have. He's reluctant to answer any questions that don't have to do with the light novels and card games, though. It took me 3 whole questions to receive a single reply. Anyway, it took me a great deal of effort just to gather clues about the Kory drums. Yay, new clues, but Nasajina, if you had the clues all along, why didn't you go look for the lost Kory drums yourself? That's an easy one to answer. Sovereign, it seems like you're not in possession of a vision. That's right, I'm not. And yet you're capable of bending the elements to your will. What an inevitable gift. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed with such a gift. It is good that you are here. I mean, we could save quite a lot of trouble for Lady Suresh with your help. Otherwise, I would have to make other arrangements. But just as I said before, it seems that even fate is on my side. Lady Suresh and you two, please come with me. Hidden treasures may be found closer than we think. Oh my god. Yeah, so what's gonna be fucking annoying about this is I have to go back and take a photo of them again because I didn't take a full picture with the elemental crest in the middle, so now I have no idea what element those crests are supposed to correspond to, because I took a picture of just the damn things up close and I didn't take a picture. Like this one here is Dendro. This one's fucking Dendro. I have to take a picture of the whole fucking tree. Well, let me pull up the pictures on my phone. Delete all of them again. So I have to retake them all again. Because I need a picture of the full crest on the tree so I know what it is. So that one's Dendro. That one up there is Hydro. Damn it. I wanted to go open that passageway. That's strange. There's no path here at all. Seems like you're not that good a guide, Nasajina. There are signs of rockfall. You are observant indeed, honored envoy. I am inclined to think that monster activity caused the rocks to collapse and thus blocked this. Well, let us call it a path. But you may leave this to me, everyone. The problem only requires a little spark to solve. While yes, for safety concerns, please stand back. Nasajina cleans the stone crevice before putting a small package inside. He fills the gap back up, retreats to a safe distance, and lights the fuse. The large rock block in the way splinters into smaller pieces, and when the dusk finally clears, a gray gate appears in its wake. Well, that's it for those stones blocking the way. Wait, why is there still a gate in the way? Why is it Dendro again? There's always another gate to go through, huh? Does seem quite true. We used to be able to pass through. As for breaking the seal on this great gate, we will need your help. Well, I guess it falls to us. I knew it. He was gonna trigger the Rift Hounds. Dude, I'm trying to take pictures of fucking elemental crests right now. I didn't have time to do a boss fight. I should have run around the other way. I didn't realize that that was where they wanted me to go because I wasn't looking at that. Echoes from the battle spot many years ago. I went, Ether, what the fuck?
Going on! Getting here!
You have to be careful when you get corrosion on your characters, because even if you're not playing as that character, all of your character's lives are draining slowly at the same time. So even if you're not playing as them, it doesn't matter. They're still losing life.
Getting here.
You can see all of their life slowly going down.
You two! Time to end them!
Which is bad because Khvarena is the weakest out of the 4. She'll die first if I don't do something.
Frost is coming.
Fuck me.
The show begins!
Yeah, she's the weakest out of the 4. She would have died first. I don't think it actually completely kills you, but actually I think it does. So I remember it not doing it, and then I remember it actually doing it. A part of me feels like, oh, it just drains your character's lives to a certain point and then it stops. But no, there was one time I had my whole team die to that. Because even if you're not playing as them, as long as they have the corrosion status effect, they still take damage. I needed to go back around and take pictures of all those crests. I was more focused on the symbols when I should have been looking at the damn elemental crest that each score went to. I totally forgot about it. Because it ain't gonna help me if I just take pictures of the symbols up close. That ain't gonna help me at all. Which kind of sucks because there was like those guys that were up there. This is Hydro. Maybe he won't notice me if I hurry the fuck up. But I have to like pull out my phone, so hold on a minute. And then my camera on my phone, if I don't use it right away, it closes itself out. Okay, that's Hydro. And this one should be Pyro. I think the other one is Cryo and Electro, I forget. I didn't fucking look at it like I said. Because we had the Cryo drum, we had already found it. Okay, so this is Pyro. Okay. So we'll get those other two. Which is gonna fucking be hard because, yeah, that's the Cryo one. Those enemies are like right in the fucking way. The other one that's running back and forth. Nope. I need to be able to see it. Okay, let's go get that last one. Yeah, it was Electro. Okay. Alright, now we got all of them with the crests. Okay. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, I'll grab that real quick.
Take me up!
I could fight them for that chest. I might as well, I'm right here.
Watch out!
Another test.
Let my name echo in song!
Commencing
Basic cleanup! Get in gear! Frost is coming! Prepare! This! Frost is coming! Get in gear!
Suffer the wrath of Easley! Fulfill our pact!
That tingle? Picked the wrong test subject.
A reward on the road.
Okay. We're making progress. I mean, although it's a little slow. Like I said, these world quests are really long. That's why I didn't know if I wanted to record the Aranaka one, because that one originally took me 4 months, because there's like 5 parts to it, and it's like a really long quest. Like, for me to actually start that would be really long. Would take me like maybe 20 or 30 parts to finish. Like if I was to do it like legitimately from start to finish, yeah, it would take a long time. Dendro. There's something beneath the sand piles. Yeah, I need a... Always need a fucking animal character. Guess we could swap her out for now.
Let's move before the trail goes cold.
Get to work! Shit! You two! Time to end them!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Frost is coming!
Sometimes I hate when they do this. They want you to like stop and fight stuff, and it's like, can't I just like do the quest?
Shit!
Why do I gotta fight things every 5 seconds? I think this is the order of how it goes on the tree. So it looks like it's Pyro, Animo, and Dendro on one side, and Cryo and Electro. It's hard to see because it's so faded. Can't even see that shit. This place is full of great crystals. Looks around for people collecting some scattered records and browsing through them. It is not too far from what I expected. The mechanism that sealed the Dendro drum was once here, but it has been destroyed. There are even some notes here that show where the other Kory drums might be found. Oh god. After scouring the land for days, I have finally found the Kory Bantes. Or Bantes, whatever. Alas, I lack the strength to retrieve them. As such, I will record their locations here. There is no detailed information on the key contents of the ritual. I have drawn the following references from a comprehensive review of the current body of research. Firstly, the element of the Kory drum matches the element recorded on the drum score. This is obvious and requires only a rudimentary understanding. Animo and geodrums do not exist. Yeah, they don't for some reason. The reason for this merits further investigation. Secondly, the meaning behind the notion. The notation may be divided into 3 categories: empty, half full, full. Yeah, those are those notes that I was hitting. The hypothesis is that the music notes refer to 3 types of rhythms, namely pause, light, and heavy. Thirdly, the order of reading, unable to be determined. If a lost Kory drum is found, one can try to read it in the usual order, which is from left to right and top to bottom. That's why I said it looks like it was Pyro, Hydro, and Dendro on one side, and then I think Electro's on top and Cryo's on the bottom. Let me, so I don't have to keep pulling that up. Let me take a picture of that. That would also require me to, like, fucking write that down, and I just don't care to do that. As the elders put it, when the Kory drums were lost in a single night, the order of skeptics was overcome with great grief. Losing the drums meant losing the bridge that connected them to Barsam's familiar, and from then on the young were never again able to listen to her teachings. This was a grave incident indeed. Great efforts were made by all to search for the drums thereafter, but few gains were made due to the obstruction posed by the defiled energies. According to the elders, this is one of those old locations. See at the bottom? Right there. So it's Pyro, Hydro, and Dendro. Yeah, well that's how it was. I'm thinking Electro's on top and Cryo's on that far side. Or actually, the other way around. Electro's on the bottom, Cryo's on top. But as you have seen, those without the power to combat the brute might of the defilement, those who cannot wield the elements, and those who have not obtained the trust of Khvarena's envoy, are unable to reach this place. Aryadeva also attempted to retrieve the Dendro drum here in his youth, but he did not succeed, and has been silent about the matter ever since. A sense of responsibility, perhaps, or was it pride that closed his mouth? You know, when you said that the Order of Skeptics had a terrible relationship with the Academia, Paimon thought you'd all just stay here. The look on Ether's face, he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Now that there's that big hole in the sky, never mind not coming back to help out. Don't you think it's kind of weird that he's just over in Sumeru City writing his light novels and playing his cards? Perhaps he can achieve in fantasies what he could not in reality. You mean writing the story of his failures into a light novel but changing the ending? How's that supposed to solve a real life problem? People need hope in their lives, even if it isn't real. Man, how fucking true is that? Well, Paimon thinks that sticking together is our best chance of fixing this sky hole problem. It concerns Sorush, too, after all. Your concern, Paimon, is rather wasted on one destined for so grand a sacrifice as I. Or perhaps I should say that evaluating the choices and fates of others is itself an overly prideful act. Paimon, Sovereign, help Paimon out here. We're just here to complete a commission. We're to respect their wishes and wish them well. Aren't we supposed to ask them to leave it to us? I do thank you for your aid, of course, but do not fret. I am the main character of this hymn. Regardless, now that we know where the Kory drums are specifically, we just need to retrieve them all. Although, the trial here has been destroyed, that may not be the case in other places. Whether they are or not shall be little issue. Let us leave the task to my witnesser. There should be no issue to someone of his caliber, no? Of course, we're professionals, you know. In that case, you can find the other Kory drums so long as you follow these notes. I leave that to the two of you. Good luck. Right. Remember to record the drum scores on the stone walls. We'll definitely need them at some point. I took photos already. Like, I'm making it seem like it's more complicated than it is. It isn't. They basically tell you what it is, and they tell you what score to hit. You have to just kind of remember. It's really not that fucking hard. But I have to go to each of those scores again. You have to physically take notes. They do this shit on purpose, that's why they put the enemies there.
Another test subject.
Bring it on!
all that charging for so no damage, bro. Yeah, well, it's because I have to do the Chasm Dwellers World Quest to be able to open up the chasm so that I can go fight the damn serpent that's down there to get the runic fucking thing that he needs. He needs the runic fang.
Fulfill our pact.
Yeah, I can't do it while I'm fighting. Well, I guess I can, but I'm gonna fight them anyway. I need you to get out of my way. Yeah, you really don't have to fight them. You could just click it and move along. But that guy kind of annoyed me, so. But he's like, what the fuck was that? He's like, what was that Bashonen that stopped up next to me for a minute and then disappeared? I tried to keep Khvarena on my team because she was a healer. But I had to take her out just because every time they have sand, you need an animal character. As far as I know, only wind characters, animal characters, can hit sand piles. No other character can interact with them. You don't see me, shut up. So I think Hydro's here. And I want to say the one that's way the fuck out here is Electro, and then I'm not certain. Because we have Cryo and Dendro, and there's only 5. I think Hydro's down here. And I think Pyro's the one out here, and Electro's the one over here. Could be wrong. I just remember Hydra's being fucking obvious, because you're surrounded by water. I just remembered it being very obvious. Yeah. Like Hydra's is fucking obvious. Like look at how obvious that is.
I'll keep this close.
Yeah, you do that. Speaking of Hydro, I need a character who can walk on the water.
Witness my magnificence!
Oh my god.
The show begins!
No, I don't. Yeah, the only one who can walk on the water is her, so I don't activate that skill and try to switch to another character because it won't fucking work that way. Looks like something has got to do with the water. No fucking shit, Paimon. Let me state obvious shit. I hate when I try to make her fucking jump and she just won't do it. Like, jump! Why are you not doing it? Oh my god. I would have had it if it wasn't for that. I wish that those could pull you out of the water. I hate the fucking fact that I don't.
Rise like smoke!